Hi, Carolyn Porter here, and I'm doing this video on making friends with money. And I was actually inspired to do this video because this topic came to me 2 times in a 7-day period, and I just thought the universe was like knocking, and I'm definitely going to answer, so I'm listening. Well, here it is. The first time I came across it was last Tuesday. Not the first time the topic, because this has been a training in our company back office in Power Network for a while, and I've listened to it before. But last week I went in there, and I think it was Tuesday, looking for a training for that day that I was going to listen to, right? And that's the one I listened to, Make Friends with Money. And so I was thinking about some of the ideas and everything, and I'm running it around in my mind because, you know, I want to be truly on a good, friendly terms with money, because I intend to attract a whole bunch of it in my life, right? So I listened to the training, and, you know, I was, you know, working on internally, wrapping some things around my mind inside. And I did that for, you know, some days afterwards during the week, right? And on Sunday, when I went to church, the topic that we discussed was the same thing, making friends with money. The minister used the prayer, a line from the prayer of Jabez, to base the whole thing on, where increase my territory. And she was talking about how we want to increase our territory, and that is all kinds of territories, all our territories in our life. We're always trying to increase it. But when it comes to our financial territory, we always have a problem on increasing that, because we have this kind of love-hate relationship with money. And I said, okay, universe, I hear you. You want me to go inside with this and, you know, root out any kind of self-limiting beliefs that are still there. So I heard, and I said, okay, I made an intention that I'm going to do this for however long it takes, the next several weeks, the next several months, doesn't really matter, until I have absolute clarity on this, because this was brought to me in 2 different forms, and I am definitely going to answer. So I want to share with you what I got from that and what I am doing personally with it. Well, the first thing that it brought to mind is that you need to be absolutely certain about what is your philosophy about being rich. You know, we always say that we want to be rich, but, you know, what is it? And when you say that you want to be rich, make sure that there's no lingering, you know, limiting self-beliefs that goes with that, that saying you should go one way or another with being rich. And so I wanted to be sure about my philosophy. What do I really think about that? And then the other thing that it brought back to mind, which I had thought this anyway, but it brought it back to the forefront of my mind, that, look, money is an energy system. It's not the dollar, the paper that we use, or the silver, the metal that we use to represent money. That's not it. It's not even a line in your bank account, or none of the things that we used in the past, all the furs and produce and livestock. Those things are just what we use to represent the concept of money, which is energy, exchanging energy between people for services or products. And energy operates in this way: like attracts like. So if you are not having a good relationship with money, and you're having bad and negative thoughts about money, you are going to repel it. If you are thinking that money is, it's not good to have a lot of money, it's considered greedy if you want to get really super rich, what are you going to do with all that money when you get it? You can only spend but so much. All these kind of self-limiting thoughts with money can push it away from you, because it's not, because your thoughts and your feeling nature is not in alignment with it. And even thoughts about rich people, like rich people are terrible because they got their money from some kind of unethical means, or they're greedy, or they're just pulling from the poor and putting it in their bank account. All those kind of thoughts about money will not allow your self-conscious to put you in that position, because you are saying that all those things are bad, and you are a good person, you are a spiritual person, you are an ethical person. Then you are not lumped with those people that you're saying that are these. Therefore, you will not attract the money with you, because you're not going to be able to go out there and do what you want to do, and you're not going to exert the kind of energy, exude or release the kind of energy that you want to attract the money. You will repel it, because your energy is different from the money energy. So I said to myself, you know, I am going to work on this, and I'm going to work on it consciously. And so here's what I've decided to do. I do my major definite purpose every day, and I have some affirmations that I do every day. And I said that when I'm doing that, and when I'm talking about my money goals, whenever I'm saying an affirmation that's talking about money, or whenever I'm saying how much money I intend to accumulate within the next 90 days in my major definite purpose, I am going to observe and watch myself to see how I'm feeling when I'm talking about that. And if I get some kind of weird, unusual feeling or even thoughts on why it's not possible, then I question myself. Why are you feeling this? Why is this, that way? So that my subconscious mind can help me go deep down within my psyche and root out all those negative beliefs and self-limiting beliefs that I have still, obviously, against money and for money. And so that's what I'm doing. Now, if you're not doing a major definite purpose or anything like that, you can do affirmations. Let me just explain to you, if you're not doing any of these, and what it will feel, what I'm talking about, and what it feels like or looks like when you're doing an affirmation. Let's say that you're doing an affirmation, and people do affirmation all the time. You may not think it's an affirmation, but you're saying something positive to yourself, affirming something because you want to move away from where you are right now. And let's just say that you're saying that I am rich. And let's just say that you are not broke, you are not poor because you're trying to move out of where you are. You might be broke at the moment. And so you have no money, and virtually no money. So you're saying, I am rich. And the first thing that's coming up in your mind is some resistance, and it's saying, no, you're not rich. You don't have any money. You can't even pay your bills. And it's not loud. It might be just a feeling in your gut, or it could be actually hearing yourself saying the words to yourself. But if you get any kind of resistance or any kind of feeling that is not good, that move you away from that when you say that I am rich, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm saying, that I am working on that. If I get these kinds of feelings, I'm gonna question it in my subconscious mind so I can go deeper. But of course, I will replace it with my positive affirmation. And this is a way that you can combat that. If you're having a problem with your affirmation and you're saying, I'm saying affirmations all the time and I never get what I want, well, it's because of that resistance that you have. You don't believe what you're saying to yourself. You think it's a lie, and then you're saying these other little things about you're broke, you don't have any money, you can't do this. A good way to change that is to take your affirmation and change it into a positive question. Why am I so rich? Why do I have so much money in my bank account? Why am I such a money magnet? Why am I so attracted to money and money attracted to me? That way you can't say that you're lying because you're asking the question. And by asking the question, your subconscious mind will go and look for answers for you. But back to this thing with money. I am working on this. I will take it deep into my subconscious, and it is my intention to root everything that is self-limiting about money out, because it is my intention to be rolling in dough, like they say. So if you are interested in anything like this, and you want to hook up with a team that is working on these kinds of things, because you know that you have some kind of beliefs about money, and you know that you want to move forward and you want to get rid of it, but you don't really know where to start, because you've been doing your affirmation and you've been getting nothing, then I want you to click the link below, check my team out, look around and see what we're doing over there, and see whether you like it. And if you do like it, just follow through, and I will see you on the inside.